All right, kicking things off with Smirnoff, the official vodka sponsor of the NFL and the number one vodka in the world. Chris Cote, you're here.
Smirnoff!
Wow, you're on the money with Smirnoff.
Smirnoff!
Chris, you know what goes great with Smirnoff?
Smirnoff!
Yes, but I'm really talking about game day fit. The style's got to match the vibe.
Smirnoff!
All right, here's the deal. Game day is everything, and that's exactly why your fit has to match the occasion.
Smirnoff!
Starting this December, Smirnoff is giving fans 21 and over the chance to score limited edition Smirnoff commission merchandise from some of today's top creators, including Kayla Jones, Gavin Matthew, and Aleli May.
Smirnoff!
Here's the kicker. One lucky fan will take home the grand prize, a trip to the biggest game of the offseason. Plus, one fan will win Aleli May's one-of-one game day jacket.
Wow.
The merch will be dropped on select dates from December to January 21, and it's all courtesy of what brand?
Smirnoff!
That's right, Chris. Fans 21 and over can head to Smirnoff socials to learn how to sign up. And don't forget to grab a bottle of Smirnoff vodka, number 21 at your local retailer.
Smirnoff!
Please drink responsibly.
Smirnoff!
Number 21 vodka distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume. The Smirnoff Company, New York, New York. Please do not share with anybody under legal drinking age.
Smirnoff!
No purchase necessary. Must be legal U.S. resident, 21 or older. Sweepstakes starts 12/15/2025 at 12 a.m. Eastern and ends 1/23/2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. See official rules at program website.
Today's episode is brought to you by Venmo. Look, no matter how your favorite team does this season, there's still one way to feel like a winner, and that's with Venmo. That's because when you use Venmo to transfer $50 or more to a DraftKings DFS account for the first time or the first time in 3+ months, you'll get $25 in DraftKings bonus credits. Terms apply. Just go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer to activate your offer. Then choose Venmo to add funds to your DraftKings account, add $50 or more, and boom! 25 bonus credits will appear in your DraftKings account if you're eligible. This offer is only good through February 15th, 2026, or while supplies last, so don't fumble your chance before time runs out. Here's the deal. Venmo is a fast, easy way for you to add money onto DraftKings. And if you don't have a Venmo account yet, don't sweat it. You can download the app and sign up in minutes. So what are you waiting for? Just add $50 or more to your DraftKings DFS account with Venmo, and you'll get $25 in bonus credits. Go to DraftKings.com/Venmo offer and go get that bonus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. 18 plus in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. Eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. One per customer. Minimum $50 transfer from your Venmo account to DraftKings DFS account. $25 reward issued as non-withdrawable DK dollars site credits that do not expire while rewards last. 20,000 total transfer redemptions available. See terms at www.draftkings.com/Venmo offer. Ends February 15th, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
Jeremy, who says we don't do any fresh content during the holidays? This right here, you and I, speaking words. This is as fresh as it gets.
As fresh as it gets, particularly because we're going to be airing interviews as far back as 2006 this week.
Yes.
Fresh. Hey, Chris, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Jeremy. What a time. What a time for our audience. What a time to just celebrate our show. And I know some people get a little up in arms about repurposed content, but I'm telling you, we have found the good stuff.
No, this is good. This is good stuff. And for that matter, we're actually recording this week. Like,
That's
this isn't
fresh. As fresh
you
as
can
it
hear
gets.
it. This is Zoom. But like we are actually taking the time to do this. But basically what we're going to do over the next 4 days or so is we went back in like the way, way back machine, not like in the last couple of years or, you know, since COVID. We are going back to 2006, 2009, 2012, like some really good stuff here.
I feel like I'm Steve Urkel getting in a time machine. Is that do you get that reference?
I kinda.
Steve Urkel, he would like get into a. Well,
I don't think I knew that
Stefan.
Steve Urkel went. Yeah, I knew Stefan or Kel.
Why did I make it a time machine?
I don't think it's a time machine.
He stepped into a machine.
It's just a transformation.
You know what? We're becoming Stefan. That's what we're doing.
You're becoming Chris Cote.
Yeah.
As opposed to Stefan or Kel. Is that right? Yeah. Anyway, we're stepping into a time machine, and we're gonna start. Chris doesn't know. I'm about to intro to him what's going to go in each one of these hours. So we'll have a couple of hours a day over the next several days, just going back to some truly bizarre stuff, if I'm being most honest with you. All right, so The very first thing you're going to hear here, is Dan telling the story of Pat Riley crying, and we're going to learn the origins of the upset bird.
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
I know it exists, but the origins of it, I'm excited to hear this.
It's exciting. Well, also something that happened this past week, but also happened in 2012, is talking about how much your dad doesn't know anything about wrestling. So who says we're not doing the same show all over again? Also, Dan and Stugotz discuss what a scam CrossFit is. We have an interview with George St. Pierre from 2012.
I think this is where he tells Stugotz how quickly he could kill him.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is right. And then an experience that Dan had in the steam room of his building.
Oh, what an episode. Let's get to it.
And Detlef Schremf.
We were talking earlier in the show about that Allen Houston game. There is a great story that Pat Riley volunteered after that game that had, to me, some echoing endurance. Pat Riley volunteered after that game. The ball's bouncing on the rim. Bounce, 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 bounce. Goes in. Ends Miami's season. That he was at his desk in the bowels of the stadium, weeping. And Alonzo Mourning comes in uniform and points to the locker room where everyone's broken and silent and says to Pat Riley, do your bleeping job. Get up and do your bleeping job. You have a team in the locker room that needs to hear from you. That he was walking in on Pat Riley crying at his desk. I thought it was unusual that Pat Riley would volunteer that story. I thought it was, it speaks to his admiration for Alonzo Mourning, but he was broken.
Did he volunteer that story around the time where they were retiring Mourning's jersey, or has it been out there for a while?
No, he told me that story, a few weeks after that had happened, after he had...
It's an interesting admission from Riley. It's an interesting story to share, no doubt.
I mean, he just said he was at his desk crying, and that Alonzo... And he just sort of felt... He had his head down, and he sort of felt, as you would, a giant shadow in his room, and through tears, he looks up. I have a hard time imagining Pat Riley that kind of vulnerable, but B, I'm surprised that nobody would know that story unless Alonzo Mourning or Pat Riley told it. And I still don't know to this day why Pat Riley chose to tell it.
Wasn't the pain for Riley accentuated because it was the Knicks? He was losing to the fans who did the whole Pat the Rat.
Well, I'll tell you what accentuated it, I think, even more than that. That he knew then, I've got to blow this up. This doesn't work. I keep getting beaten by this team that's a lower seed. We're maxing out on everything that we have here, getting 60 wins a season. Keep in mind, those Mourning Hardaway teams won at a greater rate than this one does.
Yep.
This Heat team, in 3 years, hasn't won at the rate that those Alonzo Mourning Hardaway teams won at that year. And he sort of realized after adding Jamal Mashburn, he's like, this doesn't work. I keep getting beaten by Latrell Sprewell and Allen Houston and Patrick Ewing. So on top of the pain of having your season that way with a ball bouncing on the rim, on top of that, you come to the realization that your blueprint is flawed and that you have to blow the thing up.
When Riley was weeping at his desk before Zoe metaphorically slapped him and said, do your job, I wonder if at that moment Riley was in his mind coining the phrase, there's winning and there's misery, because it was right around that time when that became his phrase.
Are you joking?
No.
That phrase was a Showtime phrase.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That phrase, you're like 15 years late to that phrase.
See, nobody told me that.
Yeah.
I was not informed.
A couple of decades there, Greg.
Wasn't informed of that.
Mm-hmm. I think it was like 85, 4, something like that, where he created that.
That phrase actually was coined the first time I heard it.
Our thanks to Maurice Claret for joining us earlier. Our thanks to Greg Cote for providing the kind of historical perspective that only he can. A texter is pelting us with imaginary bird. Imaginary bird. Can you guys please explain to me what you mean by an imaginary bird? That Greg Cote consults an imaginary bird to make his picks in the newspaper. Somebody, that does have to be funny to somebody who doesn't know what we're talking about. So go ahead and explain it, Greg. Go ahead. Greg Cote, for those of you who don't know, he's over 50 years old, although he's like a woman and he won't reveal his actual age. He is over 50 years old, and for 20 years, he has kind of been the national football writer for the Miami Herald while not wanting to be identified as the national football writer for the Miami Herald. And in that duty as the national football writer for the Miami Herald, he has consulted an imaginary bird while making his Friday predictions.
And it's just that. It's the upset bird. It's a crow. It has sort of an iridescent sheen. Think in terms of the raven in Poe's famous poem, and you'll have an idea visually what he looks like. He speaks only in italics, by the way.
Yeah, Poe, one of my favorite poets. Do you speak to the bird ever, Greg? Is there an actual conversation that happens there?
There is a consultation going on, yes.
You share any of that with us, or?
I cannot.
Oh.
And how does a sentence go from the upset bird? Like, he makes picks. How does that show up in print?
Only in italics.
Yeah, but like, give me an example. If he likes the Bengals and he thinks that Chad Ochocinco is going to have a big game in that playoff game, how would you write it?
Well, you understand, I can't speak for the upset bird. And I would forward all of these related questions to his agent, Drew Rosenhawk.
I think you wouldn't have gotten the game show sound if you had said Drew Rosenhawk, which is all Mike Ryan was fishing for there. That's all Mike Ryan was fishing for.
I am not an impersonator. I don't imitate the bird.
Were you holding back any laughter at all there, Dan? Honestly, were you? Because I was.
Well, but what the laughter I'm holding back, though, isn't because it's good. It's because it's bad.
But that was the best of his bad jokes, you would agree, right?
It wasn't bad. I've also heard it before. About 12 to 13 times. A texter writes in, "Hey, I love this story about Pat Riley weeping. Wambulance! Wambulance! That was a great story. Well told. Even though I might have gotten the year wrong on when that actually happened." Greg Cote, you have 30 seconds. Name wrestlers.
Haystack Calhoun. Oh God, what's that other guy's name?
the other guy.
I don't know any wrestlers.
Really? You're gonna get Haystack Calhoun, and that's all you're gonna give me? That's all you're giving me in 30 seconds. You got 10 seconds
Hulk Hogan.
left. All right, keep going. Keep going. The Giant.
Mom's Mabley.
What?
Yes.
Time's up.
Wasn't there a wrestler named Mom's Mabley?
Are you talking about Mabel?
I don't know who I'm talking about.
The big black guy with purple hair?
Who's Mom's Mabley? That's a name that's familiar to me.
What are you talking about? And when did you become my grandfather?
I just don't know wrestling.
I can't believe what just happened here. Let me try another game here. Ready? Let's see if you can top
It's
two.
a source of pride that I don't know wrestling, by the way.
I'm going to give you another 30 seconds. You got a top two here. Are you ready? Name billiards players.
The Black Widow. Minnesota Fats, Paul Newman in The Color of Money. I get that on a technicality.
You do get
right?
that. That's
so
fine.
I've already won 3-2.
Keep going. You got 15 seconds left.
I forfeit the rest of my time because I've already won. I'm saving my energy.
I can't believe what just happened on our air.
Mom's Mabley is a vaudevillian African-American actress.
Wait a minute.
A vaudevillian actress.
Really, Cody, you have somewhere in the recesses of your mind, you are so fossilized and ancient that you just made a vaudevillian reference. That just happened. Just happened.
There a professional wrestler named Mabley or Moms or
30 seconds. Ready? New contest. 30 seconds. Name vaudevillian characters. Go.
Mom's Mabley.
That's one. Go.
Jimmy Durante.
He's going to name more.
Was Jimmy Durante
I don't know.
Go. Ruth Buzzy. I don't know. Ruth Buzzy?
Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. you know what I'm going to be doing on Christmas Day, and it's going to be watching Marty Supreme. Because I didn't even need to know that critics were calling Marty Supreme a full-throttle masterpiece and the best movie of the year. I already knew that was going to be the case. From A24 and starring Timothée Chalamet, alongside powerhouse cast Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Ozion, and Tyler Akoma, Marty Supreme, Christmas Day, only in theaters.
If you could stop somebody from breaking in before they got inside your house, why wouldn't you? Most old school systems only go off after somebody's already in your place, opening your fridge, petting your dog, whatever. At that point, it's too late. It's reactive. Simply Safe is different. It's proactive with this double layer of defense that helps stop crime before it even starts. First, their AI-powered cameras spot potential threats outside, not just in motion, but an actual person lurking around in the bushes, behind a tree, in a car, under the car, wherever they may be. Then live monitoring agents jump in right away. They talk to the person through the camera, let them know they're on video, and that cops are getting called if they don't leave. That's how you stop crime before it starts. Personally, I trust Simply Safe to protect what matters most at my house, my wife, my daughter, my possessions, my things, my home, my safety, my peace. I trust that to Simply Safe. That's it. That's the list. No long-term contracts, no hidden fees, and Simply Safe was just named the best home security in 2025 by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, it's the best time to jump in. Simply Safe's last chance, Black Friday sale, 50% off any new system. Go to simplysafe.com/DLB. Again, that's simplysafe.com/DLB. There is no safe like Simply Safe.
Don Le Batard.
I got somebody here making fun of me. How old do you have to be to reference Shecky Green? Man, I went comedically there with the funny name of a comedian. Mm-hmm. That's on you for not knowing who Shecky Green is.
Oh, you got to know who Shecky Green is.
No, you don't have to know who Shecky Green is. But
your ally.
I don't like my allies
King
here.
of the Borscht Belt.
Stugotz.
I have the soul of a Borscht Belt comedian. I should be in the Catskills in 1945. Opening for Shecky Green. That's who I was destined to be.
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
I'm watching a CrossFit commercial on television right now, Stugotz.
Yeah.
And this is becoming hugely popular, CrossFit.
It is. I'm about to join a program, believe it or not.
It seems like a horrible idea. It seems like a really easy way to get injured. This thing is getting popular, more and more popular, and it seems really unhealthy, the things that they ask people to do, people like you. Like, it's one thing to do them at 24, 25 years old. Mm-hmm. You are almost sure to get into CrossFit, do 18 minutes of insanity, and you are going to be injured inside of 10 days.
Are you saying I should abort, Dan?
What I'm telling you is that CrossFit seems like it's getting more and more popular. And is anyone checking on injuries? Because I assure you, at the risk of sounding like your grandfather, that what those people are doing is not healthy. Yeah. And if you're any kind of brittle, or if you're older, or if you have any kind of age on you, you are going to tear a hamstring, a quad, joints are going to be a problem. What those people are doing doesn't seem any kind of safe. And furthermore, you can become a CrossFit trainer if you pay $1,000 for a weekend. That guy's training you, and he's going to hurt you because he doesn't know what he's doing.
But it's so convincing. Like, they're promoting health. Are you saying it's unhealthy?
Right. They're putting everyone on there who's not going to get hurt because they've got six packs and they look great. But the people who go to them and go, again, the trainer for CrossFit in a weekend gets expertise and pays $1,000 for it. Let me explain something to you. CrossFit is running an enormous scam that will injure you.
So not shocking that Stugotz says, "Oh yeah, I think I'm going to do that," because he goes with all the fads. He probably has an outfit already picked out.
Anything that's popular.
I have friends that are like workout monsters that started doing that, and they're always complaining about their shoulder being thrown out.
I'm doomed.
Oh really? You blew out your shoulder like doing the dumbbells on the tire swing. That's surprising.
So let me see here. So you hurt yourself because you were doing that toes to bar thing, and they only asked you to do 1,000 of them. The trainer who wasn't watching after paying for $1,000 for his certification certification.
Now, my trainer, who did pay $1,000 and got his certificate within a weekend, within 48 hours, he wants to videotape my entire experience. Is that something you'd be interested in seeing, Dan?
Yes.
Okay.
Including the injury.
Because we start next week, and he is going to videotape session 1. I have 15 sessions. I've signed up for him. He will videotape all of them.
This is going to be great. A, you're not going to make it through 15. And B, you are going to come in limping within 4 days. A texter writes in, I've hurt myself 10 times in 4 years doing CrossFit, but like crack, I can't quit it.
Stugotz, I guarantee you're going to break a bone and it's going to break the skin, and you're going to show up to work with a bone protruding out of your skin. And that's only going to be the first 15 minutes.
Another texter writes in, hold on, I want to expose this scam. Dan, I'm a massage therapist, and I have a clinic in Weston. I work on at least 3 people a day from CrossFit injuries. CrossFit is single-handedly keeping our health industry alive in America. I mean, you people are idiots. All you got to do is watch what these people are doing. It's not normal human behavior.
My chiropractor, swear to you, Dan, my chiropractor.
I mean, it's crazy.
Ryan said, you just sent me a text. You start CrossFitting next week? I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Everybody has that friend that's been a bartender like 3 times in the service industry. He just can't. That friend is trying to become a CrossFit trainer. Like, that's his next big get-rich-quick scheme. CrossFit. I never. What do you, like, you're like on a treadmill, but you're also on sand?
But we have just tapped into something because the texts are just pouring in. I have my certification from the National Academy of Sports Medicine, the same people who train the heat, and we frown upon CrossFit. It is one of the worst things for the unconditioned athlete in the world.
Wow.
It's like so Stugotz, though, to have bought 15 sessions.
I purchased 15 sessions.
Did you do it because you saw it on TV and there were a bunch of six-packs jumping on a box?
That's exactly why I did it. Now, I did this, Dan. I purchased 15 sessions. I believe they're 45 minutes apiece. How far into the over-under on how far into the first 45-minute session before I cancel?
Well, it's really hard.
I know it's hard.
And 45 minutes, that maybe they're going to throw in a lot of stretching. Maybe you have one of the world's few responsible CrossFit trainers.
There is a 10-minute stretch beforehand. There is.
Right. It's 10 minutes of stretch, and then you get shot out of a cannon. You get shot out of a cannon, and they tell you, touch 100 times your toes to this bar that you're hanging from.
And then compete in a bullfight. It's very dangerous with it becoming a fad, because a lot of people, like the people that I know do it, were like workout guys beforehand. Yes. But it becoming a fad, everybody's like, oh, I got to get off the couch and CrossFit. No, you're going to kill yourself.
No, he is so right on this, though. This is what it is. You're going to go for your first session, and the first 10 minutes is going to be stretching, and then it's going to be 100 toes to bar, and then it's going to be a bullfight, and then you're going to be lost at sea. And then it's going to be over. That'll be your first session. That's right. That's how it works. Session 1, over.
You know what else I tend to do with things like this, Dan? After the first session, like I'll check myself out in the mirror, and I'll be like, why aren't I ripped yet? Like, I do that all the time. Yeah. I bought the ab roller. I have every single ab roller that's ever been put out there in the market. Like, I have, like, seriously, if you come up with a clever...
Jake, Body by Jake.
If you do an infomercial, I'm there. Yeah, like, I'm there.
He has the one that if he just sits on his couch, like, it makes abs for him, that it just vibrates his stomach.
Just takes your fat and makes it...
I do
the
have
fat converter.
I do have that one.
Right.
I do have that one.
So let me see here.
But
you're going to go in there.
I do the same thing with the ab roller, and then I'll complain about it. Like, I'll do one session on the ab roller, look in the mirror, wonder why I don't have a six-pack yet, and then I'll call and complain, and I'll bitch.
Please videotape this, because it's going to be, the first 10 minutes are going to be Stugotz stretching like Jim Carrey and Cable Guy. Like, he's going to put the mouthpiece in, he's going to do some sprints, and then they're going to ask him to do some Olympic lifts. And then, no, they're Olympic lifts. I'm not making that up. They're Olympic lifts. They're going to ask you to do some Olympic lifts. And I believe stage 3 or 4 of Stugotz's CrossFit session will be 1 rep of quitting. He will do 1 rep of quitting forever.
All right, let's just close out with the quitting. Let's just close out strong. All right, let's just skip to the quitting.
I know you're breathing hard after the Olympic lifts, Stugotz. Give me 1 rep of quitting forever, and we keep your money. We'll keep the...
oh, man, I'm winded. Yeah, you finished stretching.
When's the quitting?
When do we get to the quitting?
So you just completed the stretching. That's all that you've done.
you maintaining? He'll keep my deposit.
I love the text we're getting. I'm a cop and my CrossFit instructor is a guy I've arrested. What a scam CrossFit is. Like a total scam. It's on all your televisions.
All right, so apparently everyone is launching their own AI agents now. You get an agent. No, you get an agent. They're automating tasks, running workflows, making decisions, and occasionally absolutely wrecking your day. You know what I'm talking about. An agent deletes the wrong files, changes something you've never approved, or just goes completely off script, like it's trying to improvise its way out of a paper bag. And suddenly, you're the one stuck trying to figure out what went wrong unless you're using Rubrik Agent Cloud. Because here's the thing, AI is moving fast, like really fast. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that lets you monitor, govern, and rewind AI agent actions. One platform that lets you unleash more agents faster without fear that they're going to burn the place down. You get full visibility into what your agents are doing. You can enforce guardrails, you can actually quantify the risk, and if something breaks, you just rewind it, like an undo button, but for AI. And that rewind happens in minutes, not hours or days. And if your business relies on AI agents, you need the ability to monitor, govern, and rewind their actions. Right now, Le Batard Show listeners get exclusive early access to Rubrik Agent Cloud. Head to Rubrik.com, that's RUBRIK.com, Rubrik.com.
Quick break to talk to you about the official ticketing partner of the Dan Le Batard Show, Game Time. The NFL regular season is already winding down, and this is when the games get really good, and tickets are in high demand. Some of them really difficult to find, so why don't you take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with the Game Time app? I use it all the time because it gives me the advantage. That's right, sports fans, take the power back. It's the hack for grabbing amazing tickets in just a couple of taps. Super easy, super reliable. And with the Game Time guarantee, you're getting 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are included. What you see is what you pay. Do yourself a favor. Open up the Game Time app right now. You'll see tons of seats available, lower bowl, midfield, upper deck, and NFL tickets starting at around $100. Pick what you want. Tap, tap, done. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DAN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DAN for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Dan Le Batard.
He, for some reason, would do a Gary Stevens impersonation of the offensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins and the University of Miami. Go ahead. Do you want to do that for the people? Your Gary Stevens impersonation? You want to give people some of that? 30 years in the making.
Stugotz.
What? Who needs me?
Oh, that?
What?
I do that my whole life.
You're going to go to Buffalo and win with Bernie Pomeroy? Who needs me?
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
You are widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the history of this sport. George, is there anyone you look at who's got a skill in your sport, any weight class, that you say to yourself, I wish I had that skill. That guy has a skill that's better than my skill?
There is many guys who have skill better than mine in different departments. But mixed martial art, that's the beauty of it. It's you need to be well-rounded. There is guy in a lot of guys that are better than me at a lot of different things. But I believe in terms of pound for pound, the best pound for pound, I believe right now it's Frankie Edgar. That's my personal belief. That's why I believe.
Well, wait a minute. It's you, George. It's you or Silva. Everybody thinks it's you or Silva. You're doing Edgar. Why? You're being humble. You're being modest George St. Pierre again, aren't you?
No. I truly believe he's the best pound for pound. He was fighting for in a weight class above his, and he was world champion. And even though he lost his two last fights, I believe the judges made a mistake. I believe I gave him these two fights. You know, that's my personal opinion.
This Saturday, you can also check out UFC Macau, China, 9 a.m., Fuel TV. And then November 17th, Saturday, at St. Pierre Condit. Everybody loves fighting this guy, loves watching his fights. He is an artist. He is a tactician. I guess the way that I should have asked the question, George, because I do understand that some guys are better at certain skills than other guys. I'm just wondering if you could point to one guy, George, that you look at and say, I wish I did X as well as he does.
It's a lot of guy. Like I look at boxing, the quickness of Floyd Mayweather. I wish I could have the hands as quick as Floyd Mayweather. It's a lot of guy that I can take what they do well, and I would like to add it to my fight game. Like a guy came train with me. His name is Braulio Estima. He's jiu-jitsu world champion. I wish I could be as good as him on the floor with submission hold, but I'm not. And I can say that about tons of guys. But, you need to put it all together.
But you would feel, right, George, given your multifaceted skill set, you feel if I put you in the octagon with any boxer, any time in history, anyone from the heavyweights, Tyson to Floyd Mayweather, you feel like you would beat any one-dimensional fighter, correct?
Yeah, of course, in a mixed martial arts fight. You put me in a ring with, for example, Mike Tyson in a boxing fight, I'm going to have a bad night, But in a mixed martial arts fight, it's a different game, of course, because I'm allowed to kick, punch, knee, elbow, throws on the floor, submission hold. This is a different sport, and I'm suited for my sport. And they're suited for their sport. Their sport are more specific to what they to what they do. Our sport is more like general. It's a general fighting. It includes different sports, So, of course, it's like a triathlete, A triathlete, he's good at running, long distance, swimming, long distance, and biking. But if you take only a runner, a guy that does only running, he's going to be better than the triathlete in running. The biker, same thing, and the swimmers, the same thing. But if you put it all together, the triathlon guy will be the best.
Who are your top 3 pound-for-pound UFC fighters right now? You said Frankie Edgar is number 1. Who's 2 and 3 for you?
Frank Edgar, Anderson Silva is very good too. John Jones right now. Jose Aldo is very good. It's hard to say, It's very hard to say. But sooner or later, at one point I remember it was Fedor Emelianenko, and he lost. So he lost. So these things can change in a blink of an eye. And there is some weight class that I believe that they're more competitive than others. And this we can argue, all day about that. It's like in boxing. They used to say, back in the day we used to have better heavyweights than we have now, and this is an argument that everybody can argue about. So it's the same thing in UFC. There's some weight class that have more competition than other, than I believe, and so it is what it is.
George, how quickly could you kill me if you wanted to?
I don't know. Depend of you. Do you have a weapon on your? So maybe you can kill me faster.
No. I have no weapon, and you just
nobody is faster than a bullet, my friend.
Okay, but take the gun and the weapon out of it. I have no weapon. You just decide you don't like me and you want to kill me.
No, he's got a pool cue. Let's give him a pool cue. How quickly can you kill him?
Do you have any sharp object near you?
No, just a billiard cue. All he's got is one.
I'm sure you have a pen.
No pens.
A pen. Okay. We've got a billiards cue. We've got a pool stick, and we've got a pen. How quickly could you kill him?
Hard to say. Maybe it depends who gets the pen first, Maybe he can hurt me,
George!
But I believe it could take me less than 30 seconds.
Thank you, George.
I could probably end his life.
But are you killing me with the pool cue and my pen? Like, what's happening there?
You're asking a lot of questions.
I'm interested here.
That we talk about it, but for example, a chokehold. Some people sometimes they get choked and they pass out. I believe it takes 30 seconds before it starts. The brain, you have to keep the choke after the person passes out, like 30 seconds before it starts to have like brain damage.
Okay, so a little more than 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, because you go for the choke, right? Okay.
It takes more time. Maybe that the choke, the strike. It's hard to say. It will be. It's not like in a movie. You see the guy. He give a punch, the person is dead. It's hard to kill someone. It's much harder than people think.
Dan, I'm confused, though. I mean, this guy can choke me out in less than 30 seconds. He's concerned about a bit.
He has a pen. George St. Pierre, again, Condit.
Well, to knock you out, it's one thing, but to put you technically dead, it is another thing, It's like more time.
Last thing before we let you go. When George St. Pierre decides to really eat poorly, and I don't believe that you've had a bad calorie in the last 10 years, you probably haven't had a carbohydrate in about a decade. But when you decide
That's not true. I just ate a chocolate cake. My last meal, it was actually pretty good, you know.
Oh, George,
jerk.
No, I'm not kidding you. I don't watch what I eat. I eat. I try to eat as healthy as I can, but I don't have. I'm not one of these guys that watch what I eat. I'm lucky. I don't get fat. I can, even when I go on vacation and I drink and I get completely drunk, I never get fat, you know. So I'm lucky. My family is like that. My cousins like that. My sister is like that. My mom, dad's like that. So I don't need really much to watch what I eat.
I think what Dan's upset about is that you ruined his setup.
I just hate this about this guy, as if he's not better than me at everything.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. It's like that. My family, let me tell you something. Nobody does sport in my family. They all smoke cigarettes. And my both sisters, they have two babies and they have abs. You can see their abs and they contract, you know.
Oh, come on.
They're like that.
How fast
they don't do sport, you know.
How fast could your sister kill Stugotz?
Well, this I don't know.
St. Pierre.
You ask me. It will take me to kill you. Listen. I don't know how long it will take me to kill you, probably, but to put you out of order, like put you unconscious, could take me maybe like 10 seconds. Maybe I can do 5-10 seconds. But killing technically dead is hard to kill someone. Maybe it will take more. You guys are.
He's so meticulous about how he would kill you and how long it would take.
And he loves to point out.
I've been doing interviews since the promotion of this fight, for weeks. This is the craziest interview I had.
It's the holiday season and the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. The holiday is all about spending time with friends and family. Why don't you sit back and toast a few Miller Lites? Make your holiday time 'tis Miller time. And with the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite, you get to remember and reflect on all the good times that you had with your trusty buddy by your side, Miller Lite. Brewed for flavor with simple ingredients like malted barley, rich, balanced toffee notes, and that iconic golden color. And at 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces, it lets you enjoy the season without weighing you down. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 50 years later. The best holiday beers are the ones you don't expect. Miller Lite. Great taste. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. 'Tis Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
There's a reason Chevy trucks are known for their dependability, because they show up no matter the weather, push forward no matter the terrain, and deliver. That's why Chevrolet has earned more dependability awards for trucks than any other brand in 2025, according to J.D. Power. Because in every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard. Visit Chevy.com to learn more. Chevrolet received the highest total number of awards among all the trucks in the J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. Awards based on 2022 models. Newer models may be shown. Visit JDPower.com/awards for more details. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Don Le Batard.
Ahoy, it's Captain Slappy.
Stugotz.
Is this Chum Bucket?
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
I was in the steam room with a German or an Italian man. I did not recognize the accent. Who, now keep in mind, you know how these steam rooms work. Usually there are, it's double-decker seats.
Yeah,
you know how this works?
Yeah, and there's steam.
There's steam, correct. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there with my elbows on my knees, okay?
Yep.
And I'm sitting uncomfortably close to the front door. But it's a pretty small steam room. And this guy comes storming in there, and he's just way too comfortable with his nudity, and my head's in the wrong place. And so I think there should be some sort of steam room etiquette, right?
Well, I feel like there is, but go ahead. Move on with the story here.
He's nude, totally nude, and I know this because he's searching for something around me, like something he thinks he's left in the steam room, keys, something.
Right, perhaps the key that goes on that little like rubber band thing that you put around your wrist and somehow you misplace
But
it.
what should be the etiquette there? Shouldn't he ask me? I mean, maybe he was asking me. I didn't understand the language he was speaking, but shouldn't he ask me to move or something instead of rummaging around near me and sort of searching? You know what I mean? Like, this was a very confined space, and he was totally nude. Like, he wasn't wearing a towel around his waist, nothing. And he's just, and I'm describing it as rummaging, because he thinks it's either behind me, or around me.
Well,
And
where's he sitting in relation to you? Where is he set up?
He's not sitting. He's standing. He's come in and he's standing and he's sort of facing me. But all I'm saying, like, I didn't understand his language and he didn't understand mine because my language was hey, whoa. my language was just hey, whoa.
I mean, this guy must be thinking, does this guy say anything other than, whoa, hey, whoa, hey,
but
whoa.
Shouldn't that be universal in a steam room? Shouldn't everyone be fluent in, hey, whoa, hey?
How old was this gentleman?
I mean, come on now. It's not like a tree where you're testing rings around the waist to find out the age of a person. I don't know how old he was. I never saw much of his face.
Are you telling me there was at no point he said, hey, I think I lost something. Is it around you? Can you help me look for this particular thing?
Well, it became evident soon after my hey, that he was looking for something.
Had to have been an older gentleman because they tend to really rock the nude look in the steam room. Like at a certain point, you just don't care anymore.
His dong looked about 50.
Oh, so he took care of it.
Let me cross that question off. I was going to ask if you took a peek. I think when you go into the steam bath, Dan, the etiquette is you actually, to be honest with you, you're in a steam bath, you should be naked. Like, let's start right there.
Oh, Stu is that guy.
Yeah, I am that guy.
I wasn't naked. I was wearing shorts. I was not naked.
Shorts?
Yes.
You see, I would say that everyone, at least you go with the towel with nothing underneath.
Yeah, but I didn't. I just walked in. I mean, it's in my building. I'm
thinking that everyone else in there is thinking you're the strange guy. If you're in a steam bath with shorts.
If you make me think about it now, I think I might have been in there with socks and shoes, too. If I'm not
Get out of here.
Socks and sneakers. So you think I should have. I didn't have flip-flops as part of the problem, and I didn't want to walk around on those floors.
Mm-hmm.
On those floors, I didn't want to walk around.
You didn't walk into a steam room with sneakers on.
I did, yes.
There are places in Europe where they'll arrest you for that.
Yeah. Sneakers and socks and shorts. And then this guy comes in.
Sneakers, socks, and shorts.
That's correct.
It's hot.
Well, I did feel overdressed, admittedly.
Wait, hold on. Did you bring a cup of coffee?
Admittedly, I felt overdressed.
You're kidding, right? You wore sneakers?
I did. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
You wore sneakers because people like you wore sneakers in there and you didn't want to walk around barefoot.
No, there was, because people walk around there barefoot and I didn't want, because this German guy or Italian, even though those accents are nothing alike.
I don't know how you got those confused. They're very different.
Yes.
I don't think the German guy, now that you're giving us more details, was looking around for anything that he lost. I think he was just trying to get a closer look and determine, is this man wearing sneakers?
These New Balances?
I wonder if those guys are doing like a show right now in Germany or Italy.
You're on a hidden camera.
Right, we're there. No, I'm not a TV show. That he's doing a sports radio show in Germany or Italy. He's talking about sneakers in the steam bath. I don't know what that accent was. Can you do a German accent? Let me hear it.
He was wearing sneakers and vice.
Yes, that's much better.
So this guy is telling his version of
Yes, he's telling me his version of the story. I lost my keys and I had to creep around this guy who was wearing shorts and sneakers and socks in the steam room. Those socks got moist.
So did he find what he was looking for?
It wasn't in there, evidently.
But I'm sure you found what you were looking for.
And that's how the story ends, my friend. And I found it forever. We're joined now by what I'm guessing, I may be wrong here, I'm doing this off the top of my head, is the second best basketball player in the history of that country. He now coaches for the Sonics. Detlef Schremf, it's you and Dirk Nowitzki. That's it, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Assume that's what you can call it.
Okay, so Detlef Schremf, the second best basketball in the history of an entire country.
It's amazing.
Stugotz, he joins us now on 790 The Ticket, filled with rage right now because he's saying to himself, who the hell says Dirk Nowitzki was better than I was? I was really good. So we want to get to the bottom of this, Detlef, real quick. You hear that Dirk Nowitzki loves to sing David Hasselhoff to himself at the free throw line, and you say to yourself, I am ashamed of him on behalf of my countrymen, don't you?
Not really. It's not the music that matters, but the process of it.
I don't understand.
Well, he does something to take his mind off what's actually happening on the game, and that's what a lot of guys should do that struggle at the free throw line, and that's not focus on making or missing the free throw, but basically just going through the motion and keeping your mind somewhere else, and he does a good job at that, as good as anybody else in the league.
Do you like David Hasselhoff?
Frankly, I could not tell you, if I heard him, if it was him. I don't think I've ever heard his music, so...
He's pretty greasy and creepy, don't you think? Hold on a second. We're going to play some of it for you and see if you think it's okay on behalf of hip-hop and a hip-hop league, if you think it's okay to be singing this to yourself. I can't stop this feeling, Detlef.
It's bigger with the younger guys in Germany. Detlef a little bit older. So maybe he's not down with David Hasselhoff.
I've never heard this before, but it would definitely keep your mind off, missing the free throw, because you probably have to laugh at yourself for thinking of that.
Those damn German kids. What are they doing to that country, shaming it with this crappy music?
Hey, he's selling some records for him right now.
Well, that's true, and he's an international superstar, right? He's huge in Germany. If you and David Hasselhoff walked into the same bar in Germany, Detlef, are you getting any of the women?
Probably not, no.
And because he's hugely famous there, correct?
I don't know. I don't go back. I mean, I go home every summer, but I don't spend much time in the bars to listening or seeing David Hasselhoff. So,
who would you say is the most popular person in Germany?
The most popular person? Wow, probably Andrea right now, the Chancellor.
The Chancellor, okay, sure. So if he walked into a bar with David Hasselhoff?
It's a she.
Oh, she. I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said. The Chancellor. Okay, if she walked into a bar with David Hasselhoff, then we'd know that David Hasselhoff was dating the Chancellor.
If you say so.
All right. Detlef Schremf joins us on 790 The Ticket. What else do Germans like that Americans don't understand?
Soccer.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
anything else?
Well, I think they understand beer, so I don't think that's an issue.
Right. No, we've got that in common. It's what brings our countries together. We'd never let a woman run our country.
No, you have not. Not yet. But hey, don't you worry. Sooner or later. Germany's just a few centuries ahead in that regard.
Yes, in that regard it is. All right, Detlef, we salute you. Any final Hasselhoff thoughts that you have?
No Hasselhoff. I thought we were talking basketball, but no, don't know Hasselhoff. So.
Who's going to win the series, Detlef? Who do you got, Dallas or Miami?
Oh, it's pretty tough to go against Shaq and Wade, but I like to see Dirk have a good series. That would make it very interesting. So I'm going to go with Miami in 6.
Break it down as a coach for us, if you would, Detlef. Why Miami in 6? Because they have Shaq and Wade?
Well, when Shaq is playing the way he has been the last couple series, he's very hard to contain, and getting into the lane, getting guys into foul trouble, and with Wade penetrating, and now everybody else playing off them, it's going to be pretty tough. But on the other hand, they're going to have to contain Dirk and their pick and rolls, and that's going to be tough on Miami also.
You played with Gary Payton. We kind of have some fun with him and his trash talking. You have any funny stories from your playing days with Gary Payton?
Oh, there are lots of funny stories, but that's in the confines of the team.
Okay, so that's
not going to share those, huh?
But he's the best trash talker you've ever heard in the sport, is he not?
Well, they're different trash talkers. They're pretty funny guys and guys that are pretty clean and make good comments, and then there are guys that talk about your mama and everything else. And Gary's probably one that falls into the latter category.
The yo mama. Can you give us some German trash talk before you leave?
No, you'd have to ask Hasselhoff for that one.
Okay, we're trying to contact him. Thank you, Detlef. We appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Bye.